Hello, this is Father Walsh here for our Wednesday announcements for the parish, St. Rose and Our Lady of Mount Carmel. It is March 3rd. Good news about our St. Rose restoration project. We, believe it or not, we're only $25,000 away from our goal at this moment. We are at $825,000. So that is due to the hard work of a lot of the members of our committee and also just the generosity of a lot of people who are continuing to come forward, even if they have given in the past, to help us inch our way towards that goal, which we're very confident we're going to be able to get there. So we want to thank again everybody who's made a contribution and has supported the restoration project. And the STEP project is continuing on. We have a couple of sub-freezing nights still on the horizon, and they're going to come back. It looks like next week is going to be the best time to wrap up the project. It might be another week or two, but it's really about 90% done. And again, we're looking forward to having the scaffolding up probably late March, early April, and for the work on the steeple to begin in earnest at that point. We're going to be meeting tonight with members of the Feast Committee over at Our Lady of Mount Carmel and people invested in that to have their input, what we can do in light of the likelihood that the pandemic is still going to have its effects in July, and what modifications we have to make. But I think we're looking forward to the discussion to see exactly what will be possible. Certainly it won't be the feast as we know it or knew it, but we can make modifications, and we just have to work out the details of that. I know it's an important things to celebrate within the parish community. It's also a very important fundraiser for the parish, so we're going to do what we can. A third announcement, that a number of meetings that are coming up, Stewardship Committee meeting, Parish Council meeting, and St. Rose Finance Council meeting. We have a number of issues to discuss, including our annual appeal for the diocese, and we're both parishes are still not at goal. That's a disappointment, but I understand in the time of pandemic and with people's economic situation, but we are doing what we can to support every effort for our diocese to be able to meet their goal and for us to make our goal, because it does support vital ministries that also affect our parish. We also will have to discuss fundraising, as we look at our budgets and we realize how we are affected. Now, we did put in for the PPP loans. This is the second round. We did get both of the previous loans forgiven from both parishes, and now we're looking at how we can submit all of the necessary information for the second round, and we think we're going to be successful with that, and that will certainly be a big help to both parishes as well. Religious education is going back in person as of this Sunday. So after a long hiatus with that because of that spike that we had with the pandemic, but it looks like things are starting to be mitigated, and with the vaccines becoming more prominent, and we want to be able to give the children and their families that opportunity to come and pray together, and for the kids to have their CCD instructions in person at least once a month. So that starts up again this Sunday. Thanks to all the parents for working with their children at home in the interim, and we look forward to seeing you all again. Now, it starts up this Sunday, but the following weekend on the 14th is the weekend that is off. And the rotation of the schedules for each ABC group is listed in the bulletin. Please be attentive to that. Know that when they're not in session, that will be the weekend, once again, that we'd be able to open that Mass at 9 a.m. at St. Michael's to the whole community. Otherwise, while the religious ed students are in class for an in-person weekend, Mass is only limited to those children and their families. Okay, so please be mindful of that again. And lastly, just want to be able to say that we welcome Mark Ignatovich back. He had some recent surgery, which was successful, and we're glad that he's back tickling the ivories, or tickling the organ for us once again for our parish community celebrations of Mass at the organ at Mount Carmel and the organ here at St. Rose. So but we also want to ask you to continue to pray for staff that continues to struggle with some of the effects of COVID and other illnesses. So we just ask you to continue to pray for the good of all those in our parish community and all those abroad that are struggling with the pandemic, and whether body, mind, or spirit. So try to keep our faith strong, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in church. God bless.